I'm delighted to say that my guest on the next episode of the Green Jumper pod is the Cloughie legend Paul Hart. We'll be talking about his memories of working with the man he calls a genius, including the first time they met.
So I went in and I said, good evening, Mr. Clough. And he said, don't call me Mr. Clough, call me Brian. And I thought, I think that's a trap. And I never have ever referred to him as anything other than the boss or the gaffer or whatever.
I'm Marcus Alton, the editor of the tribute website brianclough.com, and I can tell you it's a fascinating chat with Harty, who describes what it was like getting a pat on the back from the master manager and also a telling off.
We were playing at Ipswich and we scored after about 2 minutes. And from there on, Ipswich absolutely battered us. And so it's coming up to half time. And if you remember, on the stand furthest away from the dressing rooms, there's a clock. And so I kept looking at this clock thinking, oh, Gordon Bennett, I wish, this. So you could pass back to the goalkeeper then.
Yes.
So I kept nipping back out and they're just wasting time. And I could see these arms waving from the dugout. Get the ball up here, get the ball. And I'm going, oh my goodness. So I took an age to walk off the pitch. I thought, I'm going to get pelters here. And so I got in. A year or so before, when I was at Leeds, we'd been relegated. And he said to me, got me in the dressing room in front of the lads, and he says, you've taken Leeds down. You're not taking me down. Play the ball. Don't come those tricks here. We play the ball. So what he's saying was time wasting just by doing that.
Yeah.
Yes, time wasting the opposition's half, but don't time waste, basically. His values about feigning injury, swearing at referees, pulling shirts, sort of almost cheating.
Yes.
Exploits.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Be honest and get about your job properly and play football, whatever that is, head it, whatever, do it properly, do the basics right. But those things, I think, epitomise, he's a very, very clever man, but he had basic values that he imposed on his dressing rooms players.
Harty speaks candidly about his pride in continuing Cloughie's footballing philosophies and what Brian really meant to him.
To have somebody like him, knowing that he's in your corner, whatever, if you wanted something, I felt I was a pretty lucky fella.
There'll also be the chance to win a signed copy of an Amazon Top 20 best-selling book, which includes a tribute from Harty.
Hello, Paul Hart here. You're listening to the Green Jumper podcast with Marcus Alton.
So listen out for the next edition with some special memories of the great man in the green jumper.